Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fanged Reacts. I am the Fanged One, with you as always. This is episode 4 of Sons of Anarchy Season 1. The last episode was tough, guys. It dealt with a topic that none of us really like to deal with, in a way that none of us necessarily want to deal with it. If you are back after the last episode and nothing I said pissed you off, welcome back. We're happy to have you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Any comments, leave them in the comment section down below. At the end of the video, you're going to start seeing the little subscribe button. So click on that if you want to. And you're also going to get advertised to another video, probably to the Mayans episode from the week before. Since this is Monday, I'll probably put like Friday's episode in the little thumbnail. So you'll have access to that as well. I'm slowly figuring out how to do the little things, but today's episode is called Patchover, which is exactly what it sounds like. It is one club patching another club over into basically their rocker, their group. It's a larger club basically absorbing a smaller club is basically what it is. So I don't remember a lot about this episode. I remember enough to know I'm going to have to make some cuts in some parts, but I'm not super worried about that. Let's see here. My thoughts over the first 3 episodes. A lot of the characters that you're meant to know, you kind of know a decent amount about now. You kind of get a feel of who Jax is. You kind of get a feel of who Clay is, Gemma, so on and so forth. The preview, like, into the mind of Wendy in the early episodes is interesting. I don't remember it being that focused on her as a character in this first season. And I'm glad I'm kind of experiencing that again, because Wendy is a really tragic character in her own right. Wendy is somebody who the world chewed up and spit out, and it's really sad to see what the world did to Wendy, if I'm being honest. Tara had that phone call from the FBI, or no, not FBI, ATF agent in the last episode, who has now followed her to Charming and is going to be proving problematic for Sam Crow and for her in the future. And he's even more smarmy and smug looking than I remember him being. And I know he was in the Shield as well for like I want to say it's at least one season as a reoccurring character as well. You'll notice a lot of your reoccurring actors from the Shield in this. You don't so much see that in Mayans, I'm noticing. The only real throwback in Mayans are actual sons. Not a lot of the side characters and, side actors were used, which is interesting, considering how many of them they used in Sons. I think that's it, guys. So let's go ahead and jump into Sons of Anarchy, Season 1, Episode 4, Patchover. You guys ready? Let's do this. All right, guys, let's do this. TBMA.
Sam Crow's been in this town since I was a kid. Saw some of them catch their due.
Been chatting folks up last couple of days. Most of them get pretty quiet when I ask about Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. Locals convinced his brand of outlaw justice keeps away the corporate boogeyman.
It works.
Franchise development in Charming is pretty much non-existent. Been jonesing for a Starbucks since I got here.
It works. Like, legit, it works.
Sam Crow isn't stonewalling growth by themselves. They get a lot of help. Some of it from inside this department.
I gotta bring it in through here. Afraid the amped up carb's gonna throw too much heat on the line.
Mate, that new Graytex cable take a shitload of heat though.
Did anybody understand a word of that?
Want to tell me what the
I didn't get a word of that.
Showed up 2 days ago. Chicago division. Looking into Sam Crow.
And I'm just finding out now. I don't want you out roguing with this guy, you hear me? This Fed wants anything. He runs it through me.
You're the chief.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. The goddamn chief.
We don't know this guy's here for us.
I mean, what else would he be here for?
Pissed off we made Unser question the case and he called in the feds.
Any legit place we store those guns, a straight line back to us.
Yeah, Rosen, get us some storage, short term.
He's killing Bluebird, man.
We got that call from jury last week. Mine's pressing the Devil's Tribe to pay Vig to keep running book and pussy out in Nevada.
Devil's Tribe. That's the name of the damn.
No, that's a risky ride, brother.
No, Nevada's Mayan territory.
Mayans know that the tribe's a brother club. Part asking for that Vig is about shitting on us.
Just me and you go, under the radar. We bring the guns in the same way. My dad saved his ass in Tainana. He owes the tellers a shit.
God, some of these slang terms are going right over my head.
I promise.
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 Low profile. I don't want no wetbacks knowing we crossed into NV.
We need something big, though.
I'll call on, sir.
Yep. That is basically a big flashing neon sign that says, I know where you live. So this was her dad's house. She mentioned that, I want to say, in one of the previous episodes. And if not, spoilers, I apologize. I this is a rewatch. I've seen this. She's basically here to pack up her dad's shit after her dad died. And so what I'm wondering now, looking at this, is why in the blue fuck did her dad have a little baby, like, sissy gun? Like, why? That is not going to fit comfortably into the hand of your standard man. And if it was her dad's, how small was her dad? That's small in her hand, for fuck's sake.
All right, give me a minute.
Yeah, I'll find you.
Yeah, I'll find you.
Everything okay?
I was hoping you'd get to help with the cutlass.
Just bringing it back. Let Lowell take a look at it. Yeah, I'm just heading out for a couple days.
Okay. Anything come up with the baby, who should I call?
Just in case. Like, yeah.
Just let my mom know if you need anything. Did you give Tara a ride home? She's got to leave the cutlass here.
That's okay. I'll just take
Love to give the good doctor a lift.
Love to give the good doctor. That June Cleaver thing that she does, man. Mom knew that the instant she saw that exchange, Mom knew, fuck, we have a problem. Because there are telltale signs with a dude. And if you are a young lady of legal fucking age, for fuck's sake, if you are a young lady and you're trying to figure out if the guy at work or the guy at the bar is into you, like, there are telltale signs from a dude that we will do to the female friends of ours that we will not necessarily do with females we're not interested in. Like, we might hug everybody. That kiss to the cheek we might do for just about anybody, depending on how affectionate we are as a person. However, the one thing that his mom saw was that little hand on the abdomen. Men will avoid 3 specific areas if we are not interested in the woman because we have no desire for an intimate touch. We will avoid their hands. We will not it'll be quick high fives, a handshake or that, but there won't be like a laying the hand on the hand for extended periods of time. We'll avoid the hand. Thighs. On the top, preferably. Because usually when you have a female in your general vicinity, if she's in a position, if you get your hand on the back of her thigh, that is way too familiar for just a friend type situation. However, if you're sitting next to each other on the chair and you tell a joke or something and he laughs, leans over, ha 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 ha, and puts his hand like on the top of your thigh, pat. Or even like you just sit it there and laugh and then pull it away. That is a very textbook sign. And the third is the abdomen. We will not put our hands anywhere near your abdomen, whether it's on the sides or the front. The back is a whole different thing because the back is a safe area for just about anybody. As long as you aren't rubbing, the back is fine. But the side of the abdomen tends to create this thought in the mind of the hand moving either up or down. And if we do not want her having that thought and connecting that thought to us, we will not give her any opening to connect that way. It's why a lot of mixed signals come from women to men, because women don't seem to understand the no-no areas where it comes to men. Where men will, if they are touched there, their brains will create like scenarios A to B to C that will make them think you are interested. So the fact that he put his hand on the side of her abdomen, and it wasn't a pushing away gesture, but I'm going to lean in, give you a little kiss on the cheek, and put my hand on the side of your abdomen. His mom immediately knew what he was trying to tell Tara in that moment, and the look on her face reflected that. Very nice touch. Also, let me know in the comments section down below if you would like any insights on the problem areas for men, if you're concerned about dudes not understanding that they're in the friend zone and you want to keep them there. Because there are specific areas, like I just explained, but for dudes, that will send the same exact message.
You sent him into Nevada. He's distracted. You have to protect him.
Protect him? From what?
Protect him from what? Yeah, see, Clay gets it. From what? Himself. He's fine. Chill the fuck out.
What's she doing here?
Anything she can to get close to Jax. Didn't trust her then. Don't trust her now.
Maybe she needs a tune-up. Didn't trust her then. Don't trust her now.
Hey, Gemma. Back it up, Prospect. Come on, back it up. Whoa, whoa.
Quit looking at Gemma's ass, Prospect.
Whoa, my bad tire is there.
Dude, I gotta admit, Clay's old lady gives me a serious milk chubby.
Hey, I brought the...
This is another example of what I was talking about in the first episode of the difference between the Suns Club and the Mayans Club. Just talking as a prospect in the Mayans Club will get your ass whooped. I can't imagine what Bishop's response would have been had Easy said this about his wife. I can't even begin to process what Bishop would have done to him.
The car out of the garage. It's
He's like,
Flip a truck from Munces tonight, make it look like you stole it. Cancer boy wants deniability.
He's like, what's wrong with you?
It's like a compliment, you know, because she's hot. Stop.
Looks like Jax found him. That dude pulled a gun in mid-ride. That's not, no.
Right into this world.
Such a good choice in music. How you feeling, Bobby? Oh yeah, Bobby's like, let's go. Let's do this. Smart. Break as you separate so they go between you and then proceed to open fire as a warning shot. Smart.
Sign these.
The actress who plays Tara, she is very well put together.
Thanks a lot.
I think he's just absolutely tiny.
Mind if I smoke?
And if I said yes?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Tara's like, and if I say yes? Yeah, right.
Thanks.
Want to tell me why you're carrying a gun in your bag?
You should have known that she was going to see it, like, or find it, like, I spotted it.
Just haven't gotten around to getting rid of it yet.
Beretta's not an old tampon. You don't just forget it's in your bag.
Mm-hmm.
Is it registered?
I have a permit. It's legal.
You know how to use it?
Give me the prepay. So, Mayan spotted us.
Well, this forces our hand. Can't risk bringing those AKs in with the Mayans onto our visit. It'll be months before the warehouse is up and running. Indian Hills could be real useful.
You talking patch over?
Yes, he is.
They need us for their own protection.
Jerry was a real good friend of my old man's club.
If you don't want to break it to him, I'll tell him myself at church.
I think that the way this works is that you have baseball, okay? So your major clubs, your large clubs are like your AAA franchises. Like the Suns and the Mayans and people of that ilk are basically the Yankees and the Red Sox. And then you have your farm leagues, which are like the Devil's Tribe in this episode. The I think they're called the Swole Boys in that last Mayans episode we watched, or the one before that. But the Swole Boys. There's a couple others that appear in this series, but these are your farm level teams that they can recruit, not necessarily from the MCs, but if the MC decides that they're going to patch this group over and take over, that they don't necessarily have a say in the matter. They can't just say, no, it is what it is, I think.
We're riding to Indian Hills, mandatory. Patching over the tribe. Anybody visiting?
Happy's down from Tacoma, doing an autism run. He's got Lorca, Bowie, Donut, a couple of prospects with him.
Get him. You're driving precious cargo.
No, Christ, Clay, come on, you need me.
Hey. Last time you had free range on a pussy, your throat pumped too brown. You see, DNA almost brought us down.
Come on, Holland Barrels, let the prospect go with juice.
What prospect?
The way he shows his displeasure without ever saying a word to Sack. Clay's lady gives me a serious milf chubby. What prospect? Like, that beautiful writing.
Which one is it?
Are you an idiot? Take the picture.
I can't find the button, sorry.
Jesus. Here.
I forgot about this. Oh, I forgot about this. Do not sit on another man's bike. If there is any advice I could give any young person watching that understands that with this comes some experience, if you are outside of a Walmart or a gas station and you see a group of bikes sitting outside and you want a photo op, do not just take one. Don't do that. Your best bet would be to wait until they come out, respectfully say excuse. First off, look for that 1% patch on their cut. Bottom left side or bottom right side. If it was going to be on the bottom of the cut, either on the left or the right. Look for that 1% patch. And if you see that 1% patch, the next words out of your mouth should probably be, "Excuse me, sir." They're going to look over, slightly amused and annoyed, like, what the fuck you want? You have a beautiful machine. Would you mind if I possibly got a picture on it? If they say no, move the fuck on. Say thank you for their time. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Have a safe ride. And move the fuck on with your day. Do not argue with them. Do not. And the last thing you ever do is what this fucking douchebag is doing. Do not ever do this. You will get hurt.
Let me do it.
Shit, I told him not to sit on your bike.
Right.
Yeah, she's like, holy shit.
You do that to her lip?
Bitch has a mouth on her, you know.
Sure, I get it. All right. Say cheese. Cheese. Nice.
That's before.
Nice. That's before. Don't before.
Holy shit.
Shut up, bitch!
Little respect for the fair sex.
I'm Susie.
Jax.
Girl, you ain't nothing but a ride to this man. I hope you realize that.
Just don't ask any questions, okay? I'll let him know you're with me.
Jax literally just became Mr. Steal Your Girl. He walked out, smacked you with his own helmet, left you a bloody mess on the ground, and rode away with your girl on the back of his bike. Dude, you may as well just give him your wallet, your man card, and your house keys, because this man just ruined your whole life. Your whole life. Yeah.
You know, you are the James T. Kirk of the MC world. Jackson, tell him!
Uncle Jury.
You guys remember Bobby?
Bobby!
MC royalty in the house, folks. Jax, tell.
MC royalty.
We got them all shapes and sizes.
Daytona as in 500.
As in 1200.
Oh.
My treat, brother.
This man got so excited to be getting a $1,200 escort for free, he kissed another man full on the mouth. I don't think I have ever been excited enough about anything in my life that would make me mouth kiss another man. It's just PS5, multiple video games, a brand new computer. Like, I have never gotten something, a gift from someone that made me want to full on mouth kiss another dude. Like, Bobby's like, be gentle, girl.
After all that? Nah. Drove your border. Throw a bow in the headlights.
This honey's with Jax. Show her the ropes, darling.
Sure thing. Come on, sweetheart.
This man is.
Let me know it's okay. Look, you know I'll drive out there. How embarrassing would that shit?
How embarrassing would that shit be? I'll call. I'll fucking call. You see how, what I was mentioning in the first episode about him not being able to ride, they were very careful about like how they showed that rider from the back. That was, you notice that? Ooh, that lip twitch.
First stop over the border.
Got the mind circling for a percentage.
If I don't pay the Mexicans, they turn my business inside out. If I kick a vig up to them, I disrespect you guys.
You still got along with local law?
Sheriff likes the girls.
Right. How you doing, babe?
Beers are warm.
We just pulled those.
Girl, don't do that. Yeah, she's like, excuse me? Let me just go ahead and...
Got a garage full of AK-47s. Need a place to assemble and store them.
Got a strip club out on 95. Huge basement. Private.
Sounds perfect.
Let me know how to handle this mine.
You can talk to him yourself. He's on his way.
Clay's coming out?
Yep.
The look, the change in this man's whole attitude at just that simple piece of information. You'll get with Clay. Let me know how to handle the situation. Yeah? Okay. Tell him yourself. He's on his way up. This man's whole facial expression changed. Clay's on his way? Just concern. Such a good job by the actor who plays Jury. Just such a good job.
It's about the future, Jury.
Patch over.
It's time, Jury. If we don't patch you over, mines will run right through you. Best move for both clubs.
A lot of my guys aren't seeing Crow.
Ones that are cut out for will make it, others will fall off.
Never throw these guys any lip, okay?
Where's Bobby?
Out front. So, how long you been his old lady?
We just met.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm. She gets it.
Whose old lady are you?
But soon one of these guys will realize what a fine old lady I'm gonna make.
How long have you been doing it?
It's about 3 years.
I like how they don't give you an actual time frame for how long it's actually been, so they don't necessarily embarrass Bobby. Because you are way post-coital right now, Bobby.
You and Jerry get into it?
Yeah, I don't know if the old man's gonna be able to hang a reaper on his back. Clay's making a mistake. Tribing SOA material.
Who really is, though, in a world like this?
You've been through a lot of shit in the last couple of weeks. Maybe all that noise in your head's got you turned around a bit.
You got something to say, man, just say it.
Mm-hmm.
You've been saying
Speak freely.
club's picking up on it. You gotta get right with that.
Good advice. So I think for this particular shot, if you look at it carefully, how perfectly still he's staying, I think that for that shot, Ron Perlman is sitting on like the back of a truck on the bike, or possibly on the back of a flatbed.
Next time this gavel slams down, will be the last for the Devil's Tribe. Needles Brothers, a 20-year member of our Fresno charter.
I didn't realize that.
It's time to become brothers. I know some of you look forward to wearing the Reaper. Others of you are afraid of it.
As some of them should be.
From this point on, your family, Indian Hills, Nevada Charter, Sons of Anarchy. It's my personal hope that every one of you wears this cut. I know you got a lot to talk about. I'll leave you to your business.
Like, can they say no? I honestly don't know. I don't think so.
Patch over Bash, man. Makes Mardi Gras look like a sweet 16 party.
Well, Fido's having his own party.
Fido's having his own party.
Odds said take the cargo truck. The key should be in it.
Holy shit! Run!
Yeah, you better run. God damn. Took a big old bite out of his ass.
That thing should be dead. I dosed him like 2 grams.
Grams of what?
Crank!
A lot of you out there may not know what the actual effects of certain drugs are on the body. So basically, that is a stimulant that will increase your heart rate, increase your blood flow, will increase your blood flow, and it makes you hyper focused, hyper aware, and super aggressive. So if it's doing that for like a person, you can't even imagine what it's doing to a dog.
Parted.
No.
Should I shoot him?
No. Drive. Look at my ass.
Look at my ass. How many do you need?
Sure, babe. What do you need?
How do you think this thing will play out?
Half, maybe more will stay.
You can't leave these guys with no backup. Vega's gonna hang.
Indian Hills gonna have to learn how to protect their ground.
I want to be here for Jury when the shit goes down.
I ain't worried about Jury. He can handle himself.
1, 2, 3, at least 4. So they had 18 and they lost at least 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So lost 6. He had 18. No, 18 counting him is 19. So he lost 7. He lost 7 in the vote.
We're in.
Okay, so that actually tells me that it's not mandatory. You have to wonder what would happen had they said, no, we don't want any part of this. Like, you're not passing us over. Fuck you. But apparently they had to vote on it. Interesting.
Passover party!
It is unnatural how white, like, the rockers on that new cut are.
Means things are about to change.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to cut out so many parts of this.
I have a cousin in Iraq. He still has both his nuts, but he's lost a couple buddies.
Yeah, you know, sometimes I feel guilty I left after just one TOD.
Can you still have kids, or?
Yeah, Lefty's real potent.
Lefty's real potent. Lefty's real fucking potent. Jesus goddamn Christ. You see the wheels turning in Clay's mind.
Look, man, it's not my fault that you got bit, all right? You didn't specify what kind of drug. I am not happy about being here either.
That is not a conversation you want to have with Tig, okay?
You want a bond? What are you doing? I'm gonna dunk my balls in your mouth. You're gonna gag, I'm gonna laugh, we'll be best friends forever.
Why do you gotta be that way?
That is a very good question, because you will come to find, as the series progresses, that is a lot of how Tig expresses his resistance to connecting with other members of Sam Crow that aren't people he's known for years. Like anybody who's relatively new, is that he tends to make jokes like that. And I didn't realize it went this far back. And I wonder if it's a defense mechanism. That's interesting.
Want something?
Yeah, you know what he wants. You know exactly what he wants.
I could get used to this.
Let's just take it a night at a time, man.
Yeah, and you know exactly what he wants, and that's where you're going.
The brunette. She anybody's old lady?
No, Jimmy's just a sweet one. Good girl.
Brother, watch my stogie.
Clay, can you be any, like, older? And I know, coming from someone who looks like me, like, that's got to be an interesting question. Kind of an oxymoron, as it were. But, like, stogie? That's, like, 70s lingo. Of course, Perlman's in his 60s, I want to say. So that would make sense.
Can I cut in?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, baby.
The look to her praise. And his little,
I gotta admit, this one gives me a serious chubby.
Look at this shit.
Hey guys.
Here we go.
Oh, duh.
First time I read Emma Goldman wasn't in a book. A quote was painted on a wall in red.
There you go.
Anarchism stands for liberation of the human mind from the dominion of religion, liberation from shackles and the restraint of government. It stands for social order.
It makes you understand why John decided to name his MC that he wanted to found the Sons of Anarchy. Because the definition of anarchy in the old days was what was just read. And I don't know how much of it I'm going to have to cut for YouTube. But it's basically that anarchy stands for the freedom of mind from the shackles of religion, the freedom of the body from the shackles of government, and the freedom of basically the human being based upon the free grouping of individuals. Social order, basically. That you can do whatever you want on the understanding that certain actions you take will have consequences, not because the government says they will, but because other people will be that consequence. And that is honestly the best way to have a society. I do not need a bunch of rules telling me I can't jaywalk, for example, or that I can't build a house wherever the fuck I want. On that same token, by this rule, by this lifestyle, nothing would be stopping somebody from walking into your house and taking everything you own. From walking into your house and taking your very house. No cops. No laws. However, if you, your two sons, your wife, your father-in-law, your father, your brothers, your nephews, decide to go back to said house after it was taken from you and drag the people that took it from you out and serve whatever justice you see fit because of what they did, you're no more legally obligated to not do that than they were to basically take your house. So people don't take your house, not because the government tells them not to, but because they know if they do, what you're going to do in return. Anarchy is basically the ultimate example of leave me alone and get left the fuck alone. You do you, I do me, and as long as those two things do not interfere with each other, we can each do whatever the hell we want. And that honestly is the best way to have a society. The only problem with that is it can very quickly, kind of like right now, well, as I talked about in the last episode, we are quickly spiraling into capitalistic greed in America right now because we do not have an understanding of when to stop. We don't have a system in place or a group in place basically to stop corporations from squeezing every last bit of money they can out of the American people. With this over here, it would very quickly devolve into survival of the fittest. Because you're going to have people that have houses that don't have families, that don't have groups backing them. That when another group rolls in and takes everything they have no way to fight back. And that's why we have the system of government we have, basically, is to stop, to basically protect the people that can't protect themselves. Only it's quickly turned into, we're not going to allow you to protect yourself if you can. We're going to do everything for you. And it's literally gone too far in the opposite direction now.
The concept was pure, simple, true.
Yep.
It inspired me, lit a rebellious fire.
I could see why it would inspire.
I learned the lesson that Goldman, Proudhon, and the others learned. That true freedom requires sacrifice and pain.
Yep.
The only freedom man really wants is the freedom to be comfortable.
I have never heard words more true in my entire life. Everybody talks about wanting freedom. But nobody really wants true freedom. They want freedom for themselves. Nobody is talking when somebody talks about, land of the free, or, we all have freedom. They're not talking about other people's right to have the freedoms to do the things they don't agree with. They're talking about their freedoms. That the only thing that a man truly wants is the freedom to be comfortable. They care about themselves. That is such a profound statement.
I hate you.
I hate you. Oh, poor Sec.
I hate all of you.
I hate all of you.
Whip up some breakfast. Okay. Bet you like that guy. I do.
She does, yeah.
Why'd you sleep with that old dude? Because that's what we do. I take care of them and they take care of me. It's a family. And when I find...
It's a really fucked up. It really is. Because that is exactly what it comes down to if you're a woman in an MC like this. You sleep with who they tell you to. You do what they tell you to. On the hope that someday one of them is going to see you for more than your ability to suck dick once a month. It's sad.
When I hook up, I'll belong to that guy and that guy only. See, good old ladies, they can make a big plan.
Oh, so cute. I want y'all to remember this fucking statement. So many problems stem from, oh my God.
Hi. Car's ready.
You drove it here?
I'm thinking, me and you got off to a bad start. It's my way of saying sorry. Wow. You weren't kidding about the clutter.
Working through a room at a time.
You left charming because it was incestuous, backward, and small-minded.
Needed to tie up family business.
People don't upend their lives to pack up a dead relative's house. I don't forget. I'm not worried about it.
Good quote.
Just the people you touch. He doesn't need any outside voices in his head. Stay clear of him.
Just your voice.
He does who he sees.
I'm his mother. And until I am dead and cold, I am going to do anything I have to do to protect him. I'm not sure why you're carrying a gun, but if you're going to use one, make sure to be safe. No serial numbers.
The way she took that gun, like that begrudging, I don't want to do this, but God damn it.
He's still pouting. Oh, Teggy? Why don't you give him the sweet button?
Nah, I'm good with half sack. That score's settled.
Way back, and I'm not alone. Shit.
Ryan.
Where?
Back at the Trailing Jacks.
You two should get out of here.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, don't ask questions. Yeah, don't ask questions. Just fucking move. That's one way to pick a fight. Ten. If my math is right, I counted 10. I actually like that Cherry isn't like all of the others. And that kind of shows that she's serious about becoming somebody's old lady eventually. Because she's not like all the other hang-arounds. Like, she's... Jury asked, all the other girls gone? Yeah. What do you want me to do? Open up the garage, get the bikes in there. This is not an abnormal thing for her. And you can tell that. When the shit hits the fan and they're in trouble, she's not running with everyone else. Like, she's going to be right there. Which is unique for an old lady in a universe like this. Yeah. Here they come. Yeah, girl, you better get your ass in the house. Here they come. Or in the bar. I like how they just open the doors to the actual bar itself so Jax can ride in. Here they come. I like how they took down two of the Sons and didn't drop a single mine. Not one. Not a single mine.
Christ.
It's like the Wild West out here, ain't it?
Bobby's doing good. He likes school. Yeah, he likes to draw a lot. You know, I've been doing real good with all that, Gemma. Are you gonna ask Clay?
Poor guy. You can tell he still struggles with it, though. You can tell.
She had a restraining order a few months back. My guy said the name was omitted from the report.
What kind of neighborhood she live in?
Old Town? Pretty nice, I think.
Clear this book deck. We're good. What happens now? I'm probably gonna lose a couple more guys because of this.
Pop off is just about dick size. They won't let us know they're watching.
Vegas will stick around for a while.
I'm sorry about all this.
Did you hear it? Did you hear it? I'm sorry about all this. I'm sorry. Jax gets it.
Juice will stick around, watch over the AK assembly.
All Vegas, bring some Legos, help them out.
I got some helpers for you.
Oh, I love you. I love all of you. Yes, I do.
I love you. I love all of you.
How's he doing?
Hard to say.
I got anything to worry about?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Thought that bitch was with you.
It got a little too crazy for her. Back home, she might get smacked around every now and again, but nobody's shooting at her.
Dr. Knowles is here for you. How's Nevada?
Uneventful.
How's Nevada? Uneventful.
You okay?
I'm fine.
I think maybe someone could have called. I've been sitting here.
Someone could have called. I've been sitting here. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Tara's like, I don't want to see this shit. All right, guys, let's talk about it. So, that was episode 4, and it is, in my opinion, one of the worst. It's not the greatest. 1 second. Okay, so just in case y'all heard that pounding just now, my sister brought me crazy bread. No, I'm not Little Caesar sponsored. Anyway, so that was one of the weaker episodes of the first season, in my opinion. And I've always felt that way. The next, basically, if I'm remembering all of the season correctly, everything from episode 5 to the end of the season is where things really pick up. So I'm really looking forward to the next episode. You see some good development here between Tara and the agent guy, and it's very clear who sent Tara that photo, like who was photographing them, that night. But not a lot is really they're stretching it out, and you can tell that there wasn't a lot for them to do with this. That this was a filler episode. They needed to fill out what was basically 12 episodes, and they only had like 10 episodes worth of actual material, so they created little things here and there and kind of sprinkled everything about it, or everything throughout it. So I will see you guys next Monday for episode 5, which I'm really looking forward to. That's where things really start to pick up. And then do not forget that we have Mayans MC episode 4 starting Wednesday. My schedule is opening back up as of next week, so I should be able to get back to releasing 2 full-length Mayans episodes per week. So worst case scenario, you'll get 1 more week of half episodes as I get through Christmas, and then we should be able to go back to full episodes after that. So I will see you guys on Wednesday for Mayans MC, and if not, right back here on Monday for the next episode of Sons of Anarchy. Until then, everybody, take it easy. Later.